Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Panthers offense will get the first crack at it here. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse, too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Looking for a productive play on first down. The give on the inside. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Got it in the middle. It's Valentine. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On second down, they'll take to the air. Gets it out fast. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Finds his man. It's Valentine.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Panthers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you...
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense gets its first crack in this game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Swings it out to his running back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Looking for a block. It's Sharp. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection, get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out, get you a stop. This was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. At midfield, he's got room. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Gonna run it. It's Sharp. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
And I know it's not sexy, But those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind. Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, FIU.
Yeah, and I love calling the QB's number. I don't care if he gets hit down near the goal line, 4th and goal. I need him to make a play. Nice job being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Tulsa, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, he's looking downfield. It's in, completed. He's lucky to get...
Incomplete.
Almost intercepted.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just said.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And sacked. A loss of 7 yards on the play. 4th down coming up. Number 15, on to punt it away.
That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Sharp. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. The give to the tailback. The Panthers brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 15. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Pryor. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And this is... demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They give it to him again. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Tulsa wasting no time. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
To the air, it's Pryor. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The give to the back. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's the handoff. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Finds his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Tulsa wasting no time. Going up top on first down. Got his man. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Tulsa. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. They're trailing by just 2 to Pittsburgh. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Turns it on in midfield. Open runway ahead. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to... first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got...
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida International. And they take it in for 6 more points. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? It's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They go to the ground. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. One more snap coming before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from gorgeous Tulsa, Oklahoma. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's head back to the guys inside H.A. Chapman Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Panthers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Tulsa.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for a block. It's sharp. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
At the 35, he's open. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Okay, ready?
Now on second down.
Get set.
Give to the running back.
Ball carried by the Raiders. Brought down at the 25-yard line.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got him, and they convert. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, FIU! And the beatdown has ensued.
Touchdown, FIU.
And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
International, 49. Tulsa, 14.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's going to pass on second down. Got the quick pass. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Bully ball on third and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Running it back, it's Sharp. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to get to him. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On second down, looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what you saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Panthers! And the punishment has been extended. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Tulsa, 14.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Quick completion to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Yeah, and a nice effort by the running back. Way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for it?
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This drive will open from the 15. They'll try the run. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Babers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Pryor. Steps away to find some room. At midfield, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Panthers look to keep this drive humming. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes his connection. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Panthers. And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Tulsa, 14.
And it'll... 5, no attempt at a return. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
At the 40, there he goes. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Working that left side now. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. A strike downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some... more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Grabbed over the middle. It's ball. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
I love the aggressive nature on offense here. You're winning this game. A lot of coaches would choose to punt on that 4th down and just go play defense and try to ice this thing, but not them. They're going to try to leave their offense out there. That's the 3rd, 4th down they've been able to convert.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Turns it on in midfield. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. FIU set up with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. FIU pushing tempo.
The defense just has not been able to get off the field here in critical down and distances. That's why they're losing in this game right now. After that last conversion, that's now 4 different fourth downs that they haven't been able to stop in this game.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Hauls it in. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida International. And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Zings it complete to the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Hatchet.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He's right on target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. Got 5 wide out spread across the field on second and 5. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Off play action on first down. He's got the tight end. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Tulsa comes to the line with a first and 10. They're going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tulsa!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Pittsburgh. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. Got room at the 35. And he breaks into the open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying.
And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock. Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Looking to throw it again. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. Coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away. Oh, look out, there he goes! And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And your Tulsa Golden Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
One more play to pad the stats. To the air on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.